Hey, Cape Breton, Jeff Evely, People's Party candidate for Sydney Glace Bay. It's a bit of a chilly morning out here this morning, but not as chilly now that Paul Chiang, the Liberal Party candidate for Don Valley North, who called for his political opponent Joe Tay to be turned into the Chinese consulate to probably be kidnapped and whisked away to China and eventually murdered, has stepped down. So Paul Chiang has stepped down, and this is after Bejing banker Mark Carney came to his defense and said he's a really good guy who served his community for 25 years as a police officer, and he understands the kinds of challenges that our Chinese diaspora faces because he has family in Hong Kong. Well, if he has family in Hong Kong, that could potentially make him a liability because ever since COVID lockdowns, China has controlled Hong Kong, and this is how the Chinese Communist Party operates. They will go after your family, blackmail you to get you to do the bidding of Beijing. So now I have a question as to whether Paul Chiang was actually doing the bidding of Beijing when he called for his political opponent to be turned in to the consulate, because it sure seems like he's thrown a wrench into what could have been another scheme to rig our elections. And Mark Carney is left with an awful lot of egg on his face. This is the guy who went to China last March before he came back to Canada to win a landslide victory in the Liberal leadership race, getting about 85% of the votes across the board in every riding. Chrystia Freeland only got about 185 votes in her own riding. So Bejing banker Uncle Mark Carney there could step in to be the anointed one. And of course, he's been making all kinds of money with the Chinese through Brookfield. So conflicts up and down, and you're not going to see him criticize the Chinese Communist Party, are you? So all kinds of concerns around this one, and it really kind of comes down to what kind of a country we want to be living in, what kind of a country we want to leave for our children and grandchildren. Are we going to continue down the path of authoritarianism and becoming a client state for China, or are we going to take our country back? So vote PPC to remain strong and free. Please go to my website, jeffevely.com, if you'd like to donate. Appreciate you very much. I'll talk to you soon.